Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be doing a review on the Olens Shine Touch collection. This comes in 3 different colors: milky brown, milky cocoa, and milky grey. The diameter for this one is actually 12.7mm, and at the moment only comes in monthly. I can sort of see why they're doing this whole monthly thing for this particular one, is because I feel like with this collection is trying to just be a very natural contact lens for you, as natural as you possibly can, putting aside the no crescent moon, which I feel like it's been the trend lately, where it's natural but giving you that crescent moon vibe, like the double tint collection. But this one has no hint of that. It's just your usual normal contact lens with a little bit of that really thin dark rim on the outside and a particular hint of color on the inside, which I'll talk more about it soon when I review each of the colors. With this one, I will also do a comparison with the double tint collection and the Riverine collection at the end of this video, but I'll also put side-by-side comparisons when I review each of these colors as well. Without further ado, we get the first color started, which is called Milky Brown. With Milky Brown, I feel like with this one, you can really see the thin dark brown rim on the outer part. It's very thin, but it's very obvious at the same time, and when you go on, it has like a bit of like that brown and golden color to it. And I feel like with this one, I wrote a note here, it says obvious, not obvious, and I feel like depending how you see it, sometimes the contact lens looks obvious, sometimes it doesn't look obvious. So I feel like it's actually a mix, but in a good way. I just find that it's really unique, where if you want to wear a natural contact lens but you don't want it to be too obvious, but you want it obvious at the same time, this would be it, like this particular shade. And with me, I don't wear clear contact lens, so this would be like the closest natural contact lens I would wear. And I've said that so many times for a lot of contact lens, but I feel like with this particular one, if you really want like not obvious at all, like not a lot of pattern to it, no crescent moon to it, this would be it. Next one is called Milky Cocoa, and I feel like this Milky Cocoa is super natural compared to Milky Brown, and I feel like if I have to pick which one is like the closest to my eye color, I would say this Milky Cocoa one, because it's so obvious that I can hardly see the rim of this particular contact lens. So I feel like because of that two-tone brown that's going on my eye, including my natural eye color, I can hardly see the enlargement at all. I can hardly see much more of the pattern. It legit looks like clear contact lens for me. Last but not least is the Milky Grey one, which is what I have currently on, and I feel like this particular color really reminds me of the double tint grey color, where you get a bit of that cool tone blue grey, which I think is absolutely beautiful. And I love that it still have that rim that is really obvious, and I think putting this on my eye, I can also see my eye color in the middle of the eye, which makes it look like 3-tone color, where you get that brown on the inside, grey, and then that dark brown border on the outside, which I think is absolutely beautiful. Like the trio is a beautiful combo. But would you say this is the most natural compared to other two? Probably not, because I don't have natural grey color eyes, so I wouldn't say this is the most natural for me, but I would say this is probably like the one that I like the most. When it comes to the rating, I would say Milky Grey number 1, Milky Brown number 2, and Milky Cocoa number 3. In terms of the comparison now, I want to compare this particular one with the double tint and the Riverine. So let's start with the double tint one. Double tint one consists of 12.9mm, which is 0.2mm bigger than the Shine Touch, but I feel like with the double tint, it's natural, but at the same time it has that double crescent moon going on, which I thought is actually beautiful. And up to this day, I'm still using the grey and the brown a lot, because I love the enlargement, I love the design, I love how natural it looks. So I still really like that. And if I compare that one with the Shine Touch, which one will I lean towards more? Still the double tint one, just because I love the whole pattern of it. And like I said before, I hardly wear makeup or contact lens nowadays, so if I want to wear something, I would lean towards the double tint, just because it has this more atmosphere to it compared to this particular Shine Touch, because I feel like this Shine Touch is just too natural for me, and I just want to have my eyes pop more, if that makes sense. Then you compare this one with the real ring. The real ring one also comes in this grey and brown, and this one is 12.5mm, which is actually smaller than Shine Touch. At the same time, I feel like if I compare side by side, I feel like the real ring looks bigger, just because I feel like the border on the real ring tends to be way more obvious and thicker than the Shine Touch, hence why I felt like the real one looks a bit bigger compared to Shine Touch. But Shine Touch is actually bigger. However, on my eyes, I actually feel like it's very natural enough for both. And if I have to compare which one I prefer more, the Shine Touch or the real ring, I would say the Shine Touch more than the real ring, just because let's say if we compare the real ring grey and the Shine Touch Milky grey, I have to say the Shine Touch Milky Grey is way more nicer, way more natural than the real ring one. Even though I did mention that the real ring, I do have a love-hate relationship with that particular contact lens, and I feel like the more Olens is releasing other contact lens, I feel like I've been putting behind my real ring one quite a bit, just because I feel like there are other contact lens out there tend to just make me love it more. The real ring, again, a lot of people really like it because some people feel it's really natural, but for me the real ring brown felt a little bit too yellowy for me still, but the real ring grey one tends to be the one I lean towards more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this comparisons. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like this review, and if you have any questions, put it down in the comment box below, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys!